Hey there, today I am sharing what not to miss when you plan your visit to the Pioneer Woman Mercantile based on Ree Drummond's Food Network show, The Pioneer Woman. We visited in 2019 and I'm going to share 44 things to not miss at the lodge, at Ree's restaurant, the Mercantile, around Pawhuska, Oklahoma. When you are planning your visit to the Mercantile, here are 44 things not to miss. Number one is do not miss that lunch is the busiest time at the restaurant inside the Pioneer Woman Mercantile. I have heard that during the summer, the lunchtime wait can be an hour and a half. I took my mom, my mother-in-law, and her sister to Pawhuska, and we ate dinner at the Merc, and we had zero wait. We also saw Lad Drummond. He walked from the kitchen to a table inside the Mercantile. That shows you right there that the food at the Merc is amazing. Number two on the list is do not miss the Osage County Historical Society Museum. The Drummond Ranch, the Pioneer Woman Mercantile, as well as Pawhuska are all in Osage County, Oklahoma. Number three on the list is do not forget to check the Pioneer Woman Mercantile website or Facebook page. They will list on their upcoming events like authors or chefs, just special events on their Facebook page especially. And then all of the shops and things I suggest doing in my list of 45 things to not miss are all most likely going to be on a Facebook page only because having a website is so expensive. A lot of these smaller businesses only have a Facebook page for you while you're doing your research on your planning. Number four on the list is do not miss the merchandise that is under the shelves of the Merc shop. You have the shelves in the Mercantile, and then underneath are drawers and other shelves maybe with additional merchandise. The things there are so cute, and to me they're less expensive than they were in my local Walmart here in Texas. The Mercantile restaurant and the Merc shop area is all one big building. So while you are waiting for your seat, you can shop around the Merc. Number five is do not miss Cowboy Josh's house. When you visit Ree Drummond's lodge, step on the deck and look towards the east. And right below you is going to be Cowboy Josh's house and his cute little kids and his dogs. Also, when you are standing on the lodge deck looking east, look at your 4 o'clock and the houses that have the red roof. That is where the Drummonds live, according to the guy in the lodge talking to everybody. I think it's just one house that has a red roof. And do you say roof or roofs? Number six on the list is do not miss the murals around the city. One of them is by City Hall, and then one is near Bucking Flamingos. If you see the Bigfoot, give yourself a sticker. Number seven is do not think you will be walking around a lot when you visit Pawhuska. It's basically about 4 or 5 blocks, I think. It seemed very walkable, and bathrooms were aplenty. That was my main concern when I was planning our visit. Number eight is do not miss the inside of Charlie's Sweet Shop. When we had the best chicken parm ever at the Merc, we were too full to have dessert there. We had dessert in the Merc, and I'll tell you about that later. But I've heard the decor is totally cute, and their ice cream is like over the top, delicious and creative. And it's named after the Drummond Basset Hound. Number nine is when you get your free ticket from the Merc to visit the Drummond Lodge, do not miss the wine glass that is above the mantle that has all of the cowboy boots on it inside the lodge. I learned that from the Postcard Jar blog or postcardjar.com. I'll link it below. And she said that that is the old brand of the former family who lived in that lodge. Number 10 is do not miss the guest rooms in the lodge. Now, the Drummonds have this lodge for guests who come to stay. There are bathrooms in each room, but there's also a public bathroom behind the super narrow refrigerator in Ree's kitchen at the lodge. That is public. My husband's aunt did not realize that the bathroom was back there, so she ventured down the hallway to all of the bedrooms and used one of those bathrooms. And if you do happen to do that and you see that the door on the bathroom is foggy, it doesn't mean that it is opaque. My mom could totally see through the foggy door when she was going to the bathroom. Number 11 is do not miss Ree's Pantry in the lodge. It really is super organized, and you can see that some of the bottles are half full, half empty. Let me know in the poll if you have been to the Pioneer Woman Mercantile or if you are planning your visit. On this YouTube channel, I do share travel tips based on my perspective as a pilot wife of 17 years. And I'm going to share tips that are going to help you travel the globe without a worry in the world. If you have not watched any of my other videos, please click subscribe or the bell that will let you know when I do upload a free video. But we just got a puppy a week and a half ago, so I am taking a break after this video goes, I think. It's getting better, but he is a lot of work. Number 12 is do not miss the kitchen table when you walk in the lodge. Just touch it. Rub your hand down it. It is so soft. It's almost oily. It's so soft. I just wanted to take a nap on it. It's so easy to walk right past it and go to the kitchen and take pictures of where she films her Food Network show, The Pioneer Woman. Just reach out and touch it. Sit a spell. Listen to the man or the woman who was there that day telling stories about the ranch or Osage County. They give lots of meaningful behind-the-scenes stories for you. Number 13 is the bakery and coffee house above the Mercantile restaurant and shop are attached via stairs inside, and it is way less crowded than the downstairs. Grab a book, take your laptop, get some work done if you're on vacation there, or grab one of their delicious pastries, the Rice Krispie treats with Fruity Pebbles on top. Grab a cowboy coffee, which is one of the ones that she designed, and sit in the comfortable Oklahoma worn out leather sofas, the cute pretty turquoise and floral fabric. Just enjoy a little time up there. And number 14 is do not miss the samples in the bakery. They had snickerdoodle samples, and they were about the size of a Girl Scout cookie. So there's not just a little chunk of a cookie, it's a sample. Number 15 is remember to tour the boarding house. You need to call ahead and ask them what time of day the best time would be for you to go tour a room or a couple of the rooms. And when you do, it's probably going to be during cleaning time. So just look, take some pictures, and it's such a nice service that they do for all of us visitors. There's a pharmacy bedroom. It has little old-timey candies and sodas. There's I think it's boudoir, which is really fancy decor. And do not miss the cowboy ducky. It's so cute. Number 17 is do not miss the original floor tile when you walk into the boarding house, and do not miss that original staircase to the Mercantile. It's right there inside the boarding house section. Number 18 is do not miss paint class through the boarding house. Just call and see. I believe they are only on Thursday nights, but call and see where they are and when they're taking place that night. Number 19 is do not miss the Ben Jonson Museum. It's like a block behind the Mercantile, and that is a lot of roping and rodeo history. Like Reba McEntire's brother and dad won some national rodeos, I believe, or world champion rodeos. They were world champion rodeos champions. And then call ahead to see if you fit the bill for riding the mechanical bull that's in there. Number 20 is when you are going to the Mercantile, the restaurant and the shop, do not miss the welcome sign outside the front doors of the Mercantile. I recommend doing a foot shot where you put your feet around the sign. We have another picture of my very first YouTube video of when we visited Fixer Uppers Magnolia at the Silos. We have our feet around a welcome sign. And number 21 is do not miss the very cute Mercantile sign at night. They're fluorescent, old-timey colors like an old drugstore sign would be. Number 22 is do not miss the Chamber of Commerce. The gal at postcardjar.com said to ask for Reba. They were just randomly closed one afternoon when we were there, and there were some Boy Scout men and a government worker who were supposed to be doing a video, but they were just closed for then. So if it's randomly open or not randomly closed, poke your head in there and ask for Reba, and she'll give you information about this first house that was built in Pawhuska. Number 23 is when you plan your visit to Pawhuska. You're going to drive from the Tulsa airport, most likely. The first thing you're going to see when you enter Pawhuska is a blinking light. At that blinking light is Handy's convenience store. Go in there for a 71-cent soda. You can choose your ice, but a travel tip is if you go back for happy hour between 4 and 5 o'clock, I believe, they are half price. So your 71-cent soda is now going to be 35 cents, and they give free refills. Number 24 is do not miss the salt and pepper shakers at the Mercantile. They are so creative. My favorite one was the Marie Antoinette one. There's the mermaid one, really super cute. My mom got me these paper plates from the Mercantile that look like paper plates, but they're really plastic, hard plastic, just really cute. Different gifts that you can get people who have everything. And if you do have someone who has everything, number 25 on the list is do not miss the message bracelets. They are $16, but one of the messages says don't squat with your spurs on. Number 26 is do not miss the other tour guide company besides Roaming the Osage tour. The bus was very, very hot when we were there mid-September. We started out at 95 degrees and went down to 93 inside the bus, then went back up to 98, and after our hour-and-a-half tour, it was 99 degrees inside the bus. It can be open air, but it was like 95 degrees outside. It's just the bus isn't that great, as well as the guide we had did not seem to appreciate Reed Drummond bringing all of these people to his town. Like, he said he didn't even care to watch the show. And as a tour guide, if a lot of your audience is coming because of this show by Reed Drummond, you would think he would have at least watched one of them, but he said he had never watched a show. And yes, we are going on that tour and this other one called the Pawhuska Guide because we want to know about the Osage tour. Like, I wanted to give me and my guests an overview of Osage County, and there is rich history. Like the first FBI case was there in Pawhuska. There was a Tiffany's store there. There was a Rolls-Royce dealership a long time ago because of the oil industry booming metropolis of Pawhuska, I guess. Anyway, it's a great idea to take a tour, but I suggest Pawhuska Guide, not Roaming the Osage. Number 27 is do not miss the balcony at night on P-Town Pizza and their adult beverages. The description behind the drinks as well as the food at the Mercantile are so creative, and they sound like Ree is really reading them to you. I got the homeschooler that the rim was dipped in Smarties, and then it had a candy necklace draped over the rim of it. Very, very creative and a nice place to just sit at night. We didn't want to go back to our room at 7 o'clock at night and not do anything, and that was one thing that was open. Number 28 is do not miss the kids section at the very end of the Mercantile. And number 29 is do not forget to stay in a bed and breakfast that's in Pawhuska. They are aplenty. I did not even think about looking for a bed and breakfast when I was trying to find us a place to stay there. The Postcard Jar blog gave an overview of where to stay, and I chose the Grandview Inn because they had one night that was open. There is also the Triangle Building, which has been renovated, and it's called the Frontier Hotel, and it is across the street from the Merc. But there are just a few that are right downtown near the Merc, as well as all around. And it's a small little town area, so don't think you're going to be 20 minutes away from Pawhuska if you stay at a bed and breakfast. Number 30 is do not miss the swinging bridge. You don't have to walk across it. I didn't. But if you stand outside of the front doors of the Mercantile and you look for some trees, you will see it. It's about 2 blocks away from the center of town. Number 31 is do not miss the Osage Visitor Center. It is also at the blinking light, and you will not miss the artful bison or buffalo that's right out front of the visitor center. We did not go there, and I wish that I would have right when we got there. Let me know if you say buffalo or bison. Number 32 is if you like church history, you may want to call for a tour, because you must call for a tour at the Immaculate Conception Church to see their stained glass that was ordered prior to World War II, buried during World War II, and then shipped over to Pawhuska. Number 33 is do not miss littlechefadventures.com. Little Chef Adventures is a subscription box for kids, and it's meals that they can prepare, and it is by Ree's food stylist and, well, her former food stylist and the former owners of the Grandview Inn, who were still owners when we were there. They're giving it away in October of 2019, or selling it, kind of. And they are a homeschooling family as well as a chef. She's a certified licensed chef. And anyway, just great. Don't miss it. Number 34 is do not miss the Welcome to Pawhuska sign that has bison all over the top. You drive under it to go to the Tall Grass Prairie Preserve. If you're in your car in between the Mercantile and the Triangle Building or the Frontier Hotel, just keep going to where you see that really steep hill, and that's where the sign's going to be. It'll be great for a quick picture. Just pull over to the side. If you keep going up that hill all the way till it dead ends on a gravel road, you will be on the Tallgrass Prairie Preserve. You will see a herd of buffalo or more. They're out there. You're also going to see blue-tipped tallgrass, which can get up to 6 feet tall, and their roots are about 18 feet long. Number 35 of what not to miss when you are planning your trip to the Mercantile is the sunset. When you leave the Mercantile, you're going to drive west on that road, that main street. That's Highway 60. And you're going to go towards the wind turbines. You go past the Drummond Ranch sign, past the turnoff for the Drummond Lodge, and then you're going to head toward those turbines, anywhere where you can pull off to the side and see the sunset. Number 36 is do not miss the dressing room on your way up the stairs inside the Mercantile to the bakery. I bought this t-shirt and I am so glad I tried it on. It's a size medium, it's true to size. They have lots of t-shirts and different clothing, kimonos, kind of the coloring and style of Ree Drummond, and you can also try on her brand new denim jeans. Number 37 is if you are staying at the boarding house, do not miss the wine and cheese hour that they have during happy hour. How nice is that? The balcony out there is so cozy and fancy. It looks right over the street to the P-Town Pizza balcony that I talked about earlier. And then also if you're staying there, you get complimentary baked goods and coffee from the Mercantile. Number 38 is do not miss Ree's photography everywhere. Don't just think because you're in the Mercantile or in the boarding house or somewhere that you're going to see just artwork on the walls. A lot of it is her photographs. Number 39 is when you plan your visit to the lodge, right when you walk in, do not miss Ree's mixing bowl. It's the glass mixing bowl and the painted mixer, like stand mixer. It's so cute. I missed it walking in. And then when I was leaving, I think someone had put it on the counter, so it might be below that main island or the side island right when you walk in the lodge. One tip about the lodge is that they are redoing the outside decking in October of 2019, so you'll have a brand new deck if you haven't gone there yet. And then also for the Mercantile in February, they are redoing the floors of the restaurant. I think only the restaurant, so just check the website and the Facebook page. Number 40 on my list is do not plan on taking your nicest car to visit the lodge. The potholes on those gravel roads are about as big as Osage County. Number 41 is don't miss acting like you are on Ree Drummond's Food Network show, The Pioneer Woman. Take pictures in her kitchen. The refrigerator on her TV show in that kitchen is a lot less narrow than it looks on TV. I could not wait when I was planning my visit to the Pioneer Woman Mercantile. I could not wait to say, welcome to my frontier. Welcome to my frontier. Number 42 is do not miss the Grandview Inn, the bed and breakfast where we stayed. Lad and Ree lived there for 3 years during their early years of marriage, and there is also history about the 3rd floor. There was a sonogram picture found up there. There was an old check with a stamp on it because that's how people could mail things way back when. You didn't need an envelope. It has a huge grand porch. When our owners had been owning it, they rented it out to Food Network crew for about 15 weeks out of the year. Number 43 on my list is if you are flying in or out of Tulsa, Oklahoma, do not miss the Blue Rose Cafe. It has shaded, beautiful Lots of seating on a deck overlooking the Arkansas River. Great place for lunch. I recommend the fried fish tacos. Phenomenal. Even if you have to sit inside, it's still a cool restaurant and easy and beautiful views for you. Number 44 on the list is do not miss the chance to wear cute cowgirl boots or Reed Drummond-like clothing, Midwest clothing. I have a link for this. It's Free People. It's a really big top that is see-through, so you need a tank top. I wore this on the airplane. I don't have a link for this. It's just a chance to theme dress. Okay, my last tip of what not to miss when you are planning your visit to the Pioneer Woman Mercantile is to order all the food. The side items, vegetables, macaroni and cheese, I think. The side items are all $3. The tea is 25 cents. My friend, way back in like 2005, had a cookbook in her kitchen and asked, have you ever heard of the Pioneer Woman? She has a blog. And I was like, what's a blog? She made us Reed Drummond's olive cheesy bread. That's there at the Mercantile. I might do a video about the food that we ate at the Mercantile. I mean, the chicken parm half order was probably 8 by 5, okay? For your planning purposes, our number one favorite item on the whole entire menu, and we ordered almost everything for 2 meals. Our favorite thing was the chocolate cream pie. Do it, even if you're stuffed to the max. And have a lovely, awesome, honky-tonk time when you visit Pawhuska, and say hey to the Pioneer Woman if you see her.